Alright, in this short screencast, I'm going to show you how to log into your site to make some changes. Alright, down at the bottom here we have a bold paragraph, and I don't want it bold. I want it to look the same as the paragraph above it. So we're going to go ahead and log in and make the change. All you have to do is add /login to the end of your URL, and that brings you to the login page. You're going to type in the username and the password that you were given for editing and click sign in. And that puts Concrete 5 into edit mode. As you can see, the page looks exactly the same as it did before. It's just dropped down some, and the Concrete 5 bar has been put in up at the top with an edit page, add page, dashboard, help, and sign out. We're going to be going over the add page and dashboard later, and more in depth into the edit page in a later screencast. So let's go ahead and get started. I don't want this bold, so I'm going to edit the page, and that puts the page into edit mode. As you can see, there's these red dots around content blocks and an add to sidebar and add to main block down here at the bottom where you can add new content blocks. But we just want to change this one. So we're going to left click on it and click edit, and that brings up the content in here. As you can see, this top part here is a lot like Word or OpenOffice or even a lot of email programs. So it should be fairly straightforward on how to use that, and you can play around with that on your own. We're not going to do anything too terribly complicated here. I'm just going to select the text and unclick the bold thing there so it goes back to looking like the paragraph above it, and then I'm going to click update, and that's going to push my changes. As you can see, Concrete 5 gives you a live preview of your changes as you make them in the page here, and that's really all I wanted to do. So I'm going to exit edit mode now, and it's going to give me three options. It's going to give a discard my edits, a preview my edits, and a publish my edits. Discard my edits gets rid of any changes that you've made since you entered edit mode. So let's say you completely screwed everything up, moved things around, deleted things you didn't want to, and you're getting really frustrated. You can just hit exit mode and discard my edits, and it'll go back to exactly the way it was before you started messing with it. So you never have to really worry about doing any permanent damage to the way that your site is, because you can always just discard the edits that you're making and it goes back to the way it was before. The other button here is preview my edits, which if you're logged in and you've got that Concrete 5 bar up at the top, you'll see this version of the page. If you're a regular user, you'll see the way that it was before. That allows you to make a bunch of changes and see how it all looks without people visiting your site seeing those yet. And then publish my edits actually publishes them, and anybody visiting your site will see them right away. There's also a versioning system in this, and you can leave comments. So I'm going to put a comment in and say that I removed, well, I didn't really remove it, I suppose, made last paragraph not bold. And that way anybody coming along and looking at the different versions of the page can tell what change did what in the versioning system, and we'll go over that later. So I'm going to go ahead and publish the edits, and it's going to take Concrete out of edit mode, save the changes, and you can see right here live for everybody else to see as well that the last paragraph is not bold anymore. We're going to be going over edit page, add page, and dashboard a little more extensively in further screencasts. Have a great day.